Hey guys, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to our daily stock market insights with no other than Miss JD over here. I hope you guys had a very profitable day today, although I noticed that a lot of our stocks in the Philippine market have declined, only with the exception of a few stocks. Two of those are, of course, our DITO and ACEN, who have really rocked this day's market performance. But we can go ahead and discuss the details of all the stocks that we will be covering today, particularly the ones that you guys have requested. So before I get started, I'd like to invite everyone, if this is your first time to watch my video, I am Miss JB. I trade the market part-time, and I'm a position trader, and most of the stocks I hold, they range from, of course, mid to long term, because that is my profile. Okay, so if you're also interested in venturing into the stock market, I think you have reached the right channel as I review these stocks for you guys. And if you like this type of content, go ahead, don't be shy. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Okay, um, let's get started with, of course, how our index performed. Let's take a look at this. As you can see, we now have crossed the MA20 line. So we're now lower than the MA20 level, and we have some more selling pressure that happened today. And like what I was mentioning earlier, we're anticipating that in case this crosses the MA20 line, which it did today, we are anticipating that we could see some more selling pressure in our market performance, particularly tomorrow. But I don't think it is going to drop that deep, similar to what happened back in March, the first time we had our lockdown. Also, um, with the news around the virus having, we have the virus, or a new strain in the virus that's um, being experienced in some other countries. I don't think that the government will repeat what happened back in March, where we had a total lockdown, because overall that's going to be very unhealthy in our economy. We have to move forward. We just have to be very careful whenever we are out in public. Okay, so I think that's just what's going to happen. We are going to be stricter, but business will still continue to operate. So I think that's the next possible steps that the government will be doing here. Also, there are some progress in the news, right, with regards to the vaccine. So in case it will drop, same sentiment for me. It is going to drop by the most would be around the 6,900 level, and we will continue to move up again. And part of this decline that we are anticipating, I'm seeing that some of the big players are just cashing out their gains and will most likely start fresh with a brand new set of stocks come next year. So that's what I'm thinking, and we'll prepare for that. Okay. Next would be, let's take a look at your requests, guys. I'll be reading some of the comments here. Arlene in Cali, thank you again, Miss JD. Always watching and follow your insights. A Cheche, thanks, Miss JD. Buhay sa New Zealand. He also has a channel. Shout out to you, sir. He said na miss ko po ang mga tutorial mo, ate. Tagal ko hinanap channel mo po, na busy kasi ako sa mundo ng YouTube. Yan. Do you think Marymart is a good for mid-term investor? Well, I'd say yes to that, but of course the technicals will let us know when is the best time to enter. But we're going to review that as well. Raul wanted us to review SCC and these other stocks. I already have that in on my list. Okay, let's start with Marymart. Marymart, there's foreign buying. Okay, so this is what I was doing yesterday, right? I created a box here, and I said that the safest approach here would be for us to create a Darvas box, and a much better outlook is when we have this breakout that will happen. If you break out of this box, then that's a much better, or that's a more um, bullish move for us. Okay, so we have to ride the bullish momentum of the stock, because at this point we're nearing the support area. Well, you can also take that risk. You enter at the support, but you have to also provision some um, your risk, your risk threshold. So if, for example, it drops at a certain level below the support area, you have to prepare. Is it a risk that you're willing to take, or you want to get out of the trade because it's already beyond your risk threshold? Okay, so just be mindful of that. You can definitely enter at a support and just set your stop loss levels. But for me, a much probably a safer approach is to ride the momentum when we do a breakout uh, of when we break out of the 639 or 640 level. Okay, so that's our outlook for Marymart. SCC. SCC also experienced some declines here. So we are revisiting previous support level, which is our MA20 line at the 1332 area. Okay, so I will not be surprised, because we've been very profitable here. We even reached the 15 peso level, and people are just taking profit, cashing out their gains. So let us say it stabilizes around the 1332 level, then that's a much better entry point. We also had some foreign buying that happened today, so that's a good sign. Um, they're repurchasing it at the lower level now. CHP. I'd say maybe we should stay on the sidelines for now. This is a strong trigger uh, pulling down the price. So next possible support I see is around the 142 area. Yeah, or 140 area, because there's another one here. And of course it's an area, so it could be slightly lower. See that? Okay, 140, 141. So just haggle for a few cents, because I just feel like it will still continue to pull down the price. We're almost there. Don't worry. We're almost at the oversold level. So maybe if that happens and then we stabilize at 141, then try to consider re-entering at that point, because we also have already climbed up significantly here. WPI. WPI not looking good as well, although there is a support, but just be extra careful. There's foreign selling that happened as well. So in case it breaks the 0.60 and pulls down the price, chances are it will revisit this. There's this gap that I see here. Okay, so we might revisit that again. I'm pegging it around the 50 at the 50-cent level. So if it breaks down, then maybe you try to catch it as near as you can at the 50 cents level. BRN. BRN is also sitting at a possible support here. So let's observe tomorrow. If we are going to have a bounce at the area, then that's a good one. MA20 for the longest time, back in October and November, we've been respecting that, and we just had a slight overshoot down below the MA20 level back in December 9 and 10, around that level, 10 and 11, but we immediately recovered. Now it's testing that level once more, our MA20 line. This used to be a resistance right here. So chances are we are also going to have a support to be formed around the MA20 level. So if we are going to be successful in our forecast, then that would be a good 17% improvement in the price when it bounces, possibly. Okay. Next one is Morocco. Morocco managed to recover, but we got some rejection that happened right at the MA20 line. We almost broke out of that line, but there was some profit taking that happened. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm still going back to the previous support because chances are we might see some more profit taking and then bring us back again to the 281 level. So yes, that's your support. Several days we've been testing that area. This used to also be a resistance there. So I think this is a solid support for us to bounce. 281.83 level. There's also foreign buying. Hopefully we just have a long break and then bounce immediately, same day. That can happen too. Like this one. It's a long wick and then pushes the price same day as well. Okay, so those are your requests. Now let me go back to all stocks. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, interesting. 49 million on foreign buying for Dito. So what is our resistance here? Oh, we're in an all-time high. Yes, 989, 52-week high. So if we are, okay, so that's not an all-time high yet, but definitely we have a very solid catalyst here with some foreign buying. I just have a strong feeling that we will see some continuation happening on the last day of the year, last market day of the year. Okay, so yes, there will be fluctuations intraday, but overall, we should still be ending around the 9 peso level by tomorrow. 868 being the lowest, right? But definitely, it's a solid move for Dito, even if we're already at the overbought level with some foreign buying that happened today. Still, that's a solid continuation that we are anticipating by tomorrow. APL, foreign buying, interesting. What's the catalyst here? Okay, so I'm thinking I'd just be a little conservative here and just plot our support at the 0.10 level in case we will see some more profit taking that will happen. This is already extremely high, and yeah, just feel free to drop a comment on what are the things you know about APL that I may have not included here. Definitely there's some news or projects or even acquisitions that they have in the pipeline that may be influencing this, right? So yes, overall this is still, if there is a big catalyst, point 12 or entering at the point 10 level still is a very good buy, right? This could be the next ACEN for all we know, right? But if there's really no catalyst here, just be extra careful. I have not seen any news about it. Let me just see. Maybe it's worth looking at. $ APL. See here, foreign buying. Checking. Mining. Okay, so this is into mining, if I got it right. Okay, so maybe something to watch out for. But for me, I'm still plotting our support around the point 0.10 level, just in case people will be taking profit. This is a huge jump. Therefore, I just feel like a lot of people will be cashing out their gains. So 0.1031, that's our support. ACEN had a so I mentioned that we are anticipating a consolidation around the 8 peso level, so we ended slightly higher by 2 cents. I'd still stick to that. I'd still stick to that level around this area because 8.82 could be a significant increase in the price. Also, your momentum is slightly declining. It could have some slight overshoot in the price. Maybe I don't know. But I'm still plotting it at the 8 peso level. It could really do some slight overshoot higher, but chances are we're very near that X date, so I'm expecting people will be exiting the position anytime or any moment from now. BDO. BDO had difficulties recovering. So I'm thinking I'd like to stick to the 100 peso level where I plotted this from yesterday. We could be revisiting that area, and then from there, we might see a bounce happening. And I think that will happen by next year. And I don't see that happening. I don't see it bouncing by tomorrow, being the last day of the year, last market day of the year. So I see it. I see the index overall recovering come next year. So I see probably another red tomorrow for the index. All stocks, most of the stocks in the index. I already talked about Marymart AR. This could be a good sign for AR. We might see a continuation for the stock, 1.3 million on foreign buying. Where could be the next resistance? Okay, so the next resistance I see is around this level because we have this level. We saw this one over here. Okay, so that's a resistance. Therefore, chances are we might also experience some difficulties breaking that level, as that was a resistance previously, and we're revisiting it again. But there is still some room, but I don't think that would be a better entry. So if in case the price revisits the 0.0031, then that's a much better entry, which is what? Wow, 16% increase just for today. So try to haggle. JFC also had some breakdown in price. People are taking profit, and first area to test would be our 185. Next would be our 179 if that will still continue. But I see another red by tomorrow. But am I exiting? No. In fact, I'm just waiting for my buying power, which is my salary, part of my savings. I will be re-entering this stuff. Okay, guys, I think I have to cut this short because there's someone outside our door. I'll record another one, but definitely I'll record another episode for you guys. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and that's JFC for you all. Okay, bye bye for now.